Hello everyone. Welcome to my Facebook Live video. Tonight I thought I would show you just a quick and simple card that doesn't require too many supplies, and I literally just came up with it about 4 minutes ago, and hopefully I've got everything ready, but most likely probably not. But when you come on, please say hi so I know you're here, so I can say hi to everyone. All right, so we're going to feature several products, some from the annual catalog and some from the holiday catalog. So here is our annual catalog. I just realized I probably need some more light, so let me get that out. Let's see here, let's see if that helps any. Did that help any? A little bit. All right, so our first product I marked here that I wanted to show you all is this adorable stamp set called Walk in the Woods. It's on page 134 of the annual catalog, and it is adorable. So cute. So I have it here. It features a little hedgehog, which is going to be our feature today. Going to be using him, and the Wishing You Every Kind of Wonderful. So that is one of the stamp sets we're going to be using. And the other one is called Here's a Card. And I'm realizing I did not mark the page. But we are just going to be using this sentiment right here, the happy birthday. So we're going to be using these two stamp sets to make an adorable little card. So hopefully you will enjoy this and you can create it at home. All right, and beautiful feature out of the mini catalog that we will be using tonight is the Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper. It is found on page 57 of our mini catalog. Plus, you can find it on stampinup.com. So pretty. One of my absolute favorite things out of the mini catalog. And this picture does not do it justice, but all the different colors it uses. So we've got basic black, blackberry bliss, bumblebee, Cajun craze, cherry cobbler, cinnamon cider, crumb cake, which we will be using, mango melody, melon mambo, misty moonlight, pretty peacock, pumpkin pie, rich raspberry, seaside spray, shaded spruce, and whisper white. So I wanted to show them all to you. So this is black and white and got some grays in there. And this one is our cinnamon cider. It looks like some Cajun craze in there. So they're all double-sided. Lots of colors to choose from. It's pretty. So even though this is in our mini catalog, you can tell this you could use totally not for Christmas if you wanted to. This actually reminds me of Halloween, but you can use it for whatever you want. This one reminds me of candy corn, and today is National Candy Corn Day. This one is cherry cobbler. Again, even though this is out of the traditional holiday catalog, this paper can be used all year round, and that's what we're using it for today, is just a birthday card. So if you're on, please say hi so I know you are on, so I can say hi to you. That'd be awesome. All right, and this one, it's more of a, you could see it as Christmas colors, but I think it could be used for just someone who likes plaid. Ooh, that is a colorful one. Pumpkin pie, Cajun craze, maybe. Some rich razzle. No, that's blackberry bliss. So pretty. Reminds me of a tablecloth. Oh, so gorgeous. Love that one. All right. Did we already see that one? No, we didn't. Ooh. Ooh. So look, there's two kind of black and white patterns there. Okay. Oh, this one. So pretty. So pretty. This is the side we'll be using tonight. I love bright colors. This one speaks to me. Love this one. Love this one. Love this one too. And this one. I believe this paperback is on sale until tomorrow. So if you're interested, go to stampinup.com. Choose me as your demonstrator. 15 of our designer series papers are 15% off until tomorrow. So if you want to grab some, make sure you grab some. This one screams Halloween. But if someone's a big orange fan, it could also be used for that. Love the shaded spruce in this one. All right, I think we already saw this one. My son sorted the papers, so I'm not sure. I think we already saw that one. Okay. So those are some of the products we will be using tonight. Another product we're going to be using, I'm going to use that index at the back. I'm going to show you guys how to use it. So if you're looking for tools, which is what I'm looking for, punches, at the top of page 78, we are going to be using the Banners Pick-a-Punch. So I can see that that is on page 65. So I'm going to turn to 65 and show you this product that I absolutely love. Okay. It comes with the Banner Year stamp set, which actually I did not get. I just got the punch. And you can choose, here it is. And I always label mine so I know what it's called, because sometimes you forget. Sometimes they have crazy names and you forget. It can be used with a 1/2 inch strip of paper, a 3/4 inch paper, or a 1 inch. And it can make an end look like that or like that. So we are going to be using this evening on our card. So without further ado, let me present our card to you. And it is just a quick, basic card. And I thought I was trying to go for a masculine card, but also kind of adorable because I love this hedgehog. And also something that doesn't require a lot of things or a lot of time. This card can be made very quickly. All right, and on the inside, I had a little 1/2 inch strip whenever I cut the paper, and so I put it at the bottom so that it all coordinates. And I think I want to add something right here on the back, but I forgot, so I will, you know what, I'm going to get it out now. I'd like to put the leaf there. So let me grab that leaf out of here so that I don't forget to use it, because I would totally do that. For those of you who know me, sometimes I do forget even the most basic of things. All right, so I'm going to pop it on that block so I don't forget to do it on the one we're about to make. Okay. So let's get started. So we're going to need a basic crumb cake card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that in half. And use my bone folder. Make that crease well defined so that it stays flat. Then I took a piece of Mossy Meadow, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That's my standard matte layer. And I ran it through an embossing folder, which is probably my favorite embossing folder right now, called Tasteful Texture. Okay. And it, I don't know, it just kind of makes it look, and that's our annual catalog. Makes it look a little cloth-like, gives it some texture, so it's not just a plain green background. So again, that would be a plain, it's the same size, a plain green background, which is okay, nothing wrong with that. But I like to just make it a little more interesting. Texture is one way you can make your cards a little more interesting. Dimension is another, which we will definitely be using our dimensionals tonight. All right, so what I did is I took a piece of the plaid tidings paper, and you know what, I forgot to write it down. So that is 4 3/4 by 2.5. And I'm using my grid paper. Let me scoot it up a little bit so you can see. At the bottom of our grid paper is a ruler, which I use all the time. Did I not scoot it up far enough? More. Okay, now you can for sure see it. Okay, so again, I do quick measurements there, and that helps me just all the time. I use it quite a bit. I love our grid paper. So I always like to do a dry run first before I adhere the glue. And I thought on this card, I left a skinnier border here than I did the top and the bottom. So I want to see what it looks like if I center it all the way around. And what I mean by that is I have equidistant on these 3 sides. I think I like that better. So I'm going to do that. Okay, for our lovely hedgehog, got a scrap of Whisper White here. And our hedgehog stamp. And our crumb cake ink. Set that aside so I don't get it inky because I would do that. Okay, so tap, 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 tap. And press down, straight up, and there we go. Now, before I punch him out with our punch, I'm going to go ahead and put a leaf on the back of my card. So, which is the back of my card. Ooh, I did that so perfect, it's hard to even tell. Now, because, I don't know if you can see, I have a little ding right here on the edge of my cardstock. I'm going to make that the back. So, this will be my front. This will be my back. So I want to put my leaf right there. I'm just going to go ahead and do tone on tone with the crumb cake on the crumb cake. It looks nice. I'm going to put it right here in the middle, right there. And before I forget, we're also going to do our envelope. Grab an envelope here. And I'm going to put the hedgehog on the front right here for the recipient's name. So I will put that right here-ish. There we go. Okay, I think I'm done with the crumb cake. Yes, so I will close that puppy up because sometimes that can be bad, just saying. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and stamp my middle. What I like to do is line it up on my grid paper. No certain spot or anything. And I'm going to use my Mossy Meadow ink. And I'm going to do, there it is, the wishing you every kind of wonderful. So I'm going to actually make it go this way. Make sure that it's going the right way. So it needs to go this way. And I've made sure that I have my stamp perfectly level so that I can hopefully get this straight. One way to find out, right? I'll take it. Not bad at all. Okay. And then, while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and stamp our happy birthday. So what I did, I want to show you how I did this. Now, I haven't cleaned my stamp yet, so it's kind of dirty, so let me kind of stamp off. Not going to take it off my block, though, because I got it straight, and I don't want to mess it up. So what I do to see how wide I should cut the paper, I'll do it here so you can see better. This stamp is, it's about 1 inch. So I want my banner to be about 1 inch wide. And then I also figure out how long it is. So I would take it down here, and I could see that it goes to about here, which I'm going to see is, yep, exactly. It's 1 3/4. So I have found with this punch, when you cut your strip, your 1 inch strip, you want to cut it 3/4 longer than you need it. Because you'll see in just a second. So I'm going to make that 2.5 long. There we go. So we're going to turn this into this by using this. So I already did one, just in case I messed up on camera. Okay. So I like this one for this project. So you slide it in. Oh, you know what? This one is not exactly 1 inch. Ah! That's okay. Just cut it down just a little bit. I wasn't planning on doing this, so I didn't have it ready to go. Sorry about that. Now, it is sometimes hard. I'll just use this as a learning opportunity. When you cut 1 inch, you can see that there's not a lot of wiggle room there. So here's what I do with my blade. I put it in the middle, and I press down, and I'm holding it firmly here, and I go up, and then I go down. I don't start on an end, because sometimes that knocks it around and gets it out of whack when you want to just cut a teeny tiny bit off. All right, now we can do it. Sorry, I thought I had that one cut to 1 inch. Okay, so what I like to do is, I like to look from this side. So you can see it poking through there. And then once I'm satisfied that it's center-ish, then I squeeze. You see that little bit that comes off? Boop. Okay, and I'll do the other side as well. Get it middle-ish, and boop. Okay, so that's how I got that size. So whatever your stamp is, add 3/4. And that's how you know. Now I have 2 in case I mess up. Ooh, good idea. I totally planned that. So tap, 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 tap. And then I like to make mine level. See which way, oh, happy's that way. Okay, get it as centered as I can. Yes, you can stamp and then cut. In this particular case, I like to cut before I stamp. All right, and that is, yes, that is all the ink I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this one, put this one away too, so I don't get myself all over it, because that could happen. And I noticed it's a little not perfect, and that is okay. All right, so I can put this one to the side because I already have that one. Now, how did I get this to look like this? Well, our 2.5 inch punch. Always punch from the back side. So I had it about like that. Okay, once you're satisfied, if you put a little pressure on it, it holds it, but it's not cutting yet, so you can still wiggle just in case you mess up, and then when you're ready, and you punch it out. Now some people would throw this away, but I'm not going to, because that could be a whole nother banner, that could be a banner. So I'm gonna hang on to that one. Sorry if you're hearing my dog scratching in the background. Okay, we are going to use the Mossy Meadow Light Stampin' Blends to make the little ground. And I'm gonna use the brush tip. We're just gonna give him a little ground. There's no exact science to this. I'm gonna give him a little more ground than I did in that other one. Just to give him a little ground. You can use many different markers for that. You can use your blender pens. You can use, ooh, you can also use your watercolor pencils. The options are, it is up to you. So that's my back. So that's my front. All right. So I've got my embossed layer, which I like to do a dry fit before I glue anything down. I'm gonna put my paper like that-ish. I'm gonna put that there-ish. Gonna put that, yeah. That way I like how it hangs over a little bit more than this particular one. And I'm gonna use dimensionals on this one and pop it up a little bit. So I thought this was just a simple masculine-ish card. Not to say you couldn't send it to whoever you want, but well, the gentleman might appreciate this. And I just want to show you my dimensionals. I use the edges, so I cut the edges. So my dimensionals are looking a little sad right now, but they still work. So get those out. All right, and I've got my Tombow glue. Step 1, I'm going to put my back layer on first. Okay. When I have an embossed layer, I like to use a little more glue than I would, just because it has less surface area for the glue to hold because it is embossed. So I'm gonna put that down. And once I'm satisfied with where it is, then, and I don't know what my dog is doing, then I give it a good rub. Okay. Next, I'm gonna put my crumb cake plaid layer on. Again, that's the other side, and I do love that side, but not for this card. All right, put my glue on. Again, not using quite as much on this one because you just don't need it. And and try to be equidistant around those. All right, once you're satisfied, then rub it. Don't push down until you are confident that's where you want it. All right, with my little hedgehog guy. All right, you see how Stampin' blends go through? So make sure if you're gonna color a lot, which I did not, that you have something on the back side. I mean, something on your, you know, like you don't want to put it right on your table in case it goes through on your table or counter or whatever. Just be aware of that. Okay, so he's gonna live right there. Happy little hedgehog. All right, next I will go ahead and put my happy birthday on its dimensionals. Elvis, that's my dog's name. Lay down. I don't know what you're all worked up about, but lay down. He doesn't understand the world of live videos. Okay. We're gonna let it hang over, and it's easy to line this one up because you can follow the line on the plaid. Just saying. There we go. Put that right there. All right, so far I've got my front, I've got my back, and now I need my middle. So here's my middle. Here's my middle mat. And here's my middle this. And let me find my middle 1/2 inch strip. Now notice I did not cut it down to fit the white. Nah, I'm doing this the lazy way. I didn't want to make another cut. So I'm not going to put glue all the way to the end because I know I'm going to end up cutting that off. So what I'm going to do is put this at the bottom of my insert, my middle. And I'm going to just make sure it's lined up the way I want it to be, and it is now. So that looks weird. So then you take your scissors. Now I have a designated sticky scissors that I use only for sticky things, and it's really gross. Lots of glue in here, lots of tape. It's gross. And I even have an embellishment stuck on it, so I know that this is my sticky, and I only use it to cut sticky things. So I'm going to just cut along the back there, and there we go. Always cut from the back. And now I will go ahead and glue this one to my matte layer. I'm a matter. I like mattes. It's hard for me. I tried on this card to not put this matte background, and I just like, I got to. I just have to. I like mattes. And a lot of people put their inserts in the middle with no matte, and I very rarely do that. I usually put a matte, or I make the inside super special just because I don't know, I think it just makes it prettier. All right. So we're gonna put that down here. There we go. Make sure I like it before I press down. All right, so then I'm gonna press down. Looky there. So, happy birthday with our little hedgehog. Wishing you every kind of wonderful. And on the back we have a leaf. And then on our envelope, we decorated it by putting the same hedgehog right there. And now my dog is getting his ball. Apparently he thinks it is playtime. He did not get the memo that I am recording a video. That's okay. So we did use more products than, you know, just a stamp set. But so we used the 2 1/4 inch punch, which is in our annual catalog. We used the Banners Pick-a-Punch, which is in our mini catalog. We used the Walk in the Woods, which is in our annual catalog. Here's a card from our annual catalog. Tasteful Textures 3D embossing folder, which is in our annual catalog. And our plaid tidings paper, which many options to choose from. So many beautiful papers. And this is from our mini catalog as well. So if you're interested in that, I know this one was back ordered. I'm not sure it's available, but it will be available again. So If it's not available right now, I can grab some later. I know I have like 4 packages of it because I love it so much. I can't get enough of it. I see myself using this one for so many beautiful cards for all holidays and occasions, all kinds of people too. So here's the original one I created. And I didn't do an equidistant border. And here I did a little bit better of a job. It was a choice. I chose to do that, and then afterwards I'm like, eh. So 2 different versions. Now, if you want to bling this up, because you can, I thought about, I didn't do it, but I thought about, this is the Whisper White ribbon from our annual catalog. I always write what's on there so I don't forget where it's from. It's from a 3-pack, Flowers for Every Season in the annual catalog. Oh, you know what the dog has done now? My blanket that I normally have on the back of my chair must have fallen down. He is making a bed on the floor with the blanket. Awesome. I thought about putting that in the background. I thought maybe it could go this way as well. I thought about making a bow somewhere. Even I could put it diagonally, you know, and tuck it under the... There's just so many options, but I didn't end up doing that, mostly because I was in a hurry to try to go live. Let me get my Box O embellishments. What? I have a Box O embellishments. That one would not look good, nor would that one, nor would that one, nor would that's retired. Can't use that one. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Ooh, like that one. Some of these are retired, so I'm not going to use them, but I just keep them in my stash to use them on cards I'm not demonstrating. Plus, I just like them. No. There we go. I think we're going to choose between those. Okay. Gold glitter dots or elegant faceted gems. Ooh. You know what? I have not used these yet, so I think I'm going to add a few of these. Now, just to one of them, in case I don't like it. Also, I wanted one to be maybe for Dad. Maybe if he's not watching, I'll send him a card. So what I've done is I've put these on a 4x6 piece of cardstock. And then you can get these on Amazon. They're from Avery. They're plastic. I think they're used for passport holders, but they are perfect for what I use them for. The Paper Pixie, she's another demonstrator. She came up with this idea, and I loved it so much I bought some that very night. So the cool thing about this is you have 4 different sizes to choose from. Small, a little bit bigger, and a lot bigger. And what I do on the back is I put the number and what catalog it's from, stands for annual catalog, and the number so I can order if I'm running low. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I like the second biggest size. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it on this one. I think I'm just gonna put 3 right there. Bling it up just a smidge. And I'm going to take my pokey tool, which you can use your take a pick, which I also have, but I kind of just like let the stylus live on this end, and so I don't put the pokey tool since I already have a pokey tool. I'll put one there. Yep, I'm loving it. Loving it. Oh, no, they're going to get bigger. Yay. Yep, they're getting bigger. Love it. Love it. See, I hadn't originally planned on doing that. Just a little bit of bling. Bling it up, baby. Okay. So we've got that. So now I used my gold glimmer dots or glitter dots. I had not used those yet. So now I can say I have used those. All right. Well, thank you so much. If you have any questions about any products or you want to know how to order, let me know. You can go to stampinup.com and you can search for all these things. Add me as your demonstrator. When it asks who your demonstrator is, just type in Amanda Bach. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to tune in. I am posting videos on my YouTube channel, which is also Boxstar Stamping. And I have created a Pinterest board, or a Pinterest profile as well. So this will probably go on there very soon. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you again real soon.